Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss what would be featured at a bourbon amusement park. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Miss Beka Sue and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, so yes, this idea is kind of, think along the lines of Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania, that celebrates everything Hershey chocolate. There should be something like that in the world of bourbon. Again, no kids. I'm thinking this is adults only. You got to be 21 at least to go to this amusement park, which would be kind of cool in and of itself. I like that idea. And we'll come up with our ideas, how we think this might work. We'll get to that after the break. Kathy even says she's got a bunch of ideas. Should be fun. But for right now, Kathy said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Kathy?
Well, since we're talking about amusement parks, favorite ride at an amusement park?
Favorite ride at an amusement park? The log flume. I like, because you're usually at an amusement park in the summertime. It's not, I can't go on things where you spin around. There's some things where I can't do that. Log flumes are straight. There's some curves in there, but then it's straight up. And I can do straight up and down. I can't go in circles. I get sick. But I can do. So the log flume, and usually cools you off a little bit. And there's that great thing when you're at the top and it's kind of, a roller coaster, you're moving and it's going and so you're going. But with the log flume, it's kind of, you climb to the top, and then you get to the top and there's like that second where it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. And then it's like, whoa, I love it. So The log flume, that's mine.
Mine's a zipper.
The zipper. Okay.
What's a zipper?
Which is, but only the zipper that looks like it's like literally while you're on it, there's like bolts that are like, do you guys know what the zipper
coming
is?
apart?
Yeah, that's like a state fair ride. That's
It's
not
a
like
state
an
fair
amusement park. That is like meth heads put together.
The state
Meth
fair is an
heads.
amusement park, right?
It's not
And
that's
like,
not an amusement
What does
park.
it do? What does the
So
zipper do?
it's a long. It almost looks like a paper clip almost, in
Yes.
like that long oval shape.
And there's
and
little
then
things
there's
they
like
spin
8
multiple ways.
Yeah, there's like 8 little 2-person things that are on each one, and they've got a whole cage that closes in around you, and it can flip one way or flip the other as this entire thing is spinning back and forth.
Yeah.
And while you're inside of this cage, I don't want to say that this has happened every single time, but oftentimes you'll be inside of it and there'll be like a bolt that like falls out and is like bouncing around in the cage with you, and you're like,
The meth heads.
That's really like when you're a little bit atheist, but you're like, dear Jesus, please let me get out of this thing. Like it is that's when you're
like,
really praying to survive.
I'm going to die on this, like almost for sure. One time I wrote it 8 times in a row.
Oh my!
How did you not throw up? Or
I don't know.
Glad you're still with us. Damn, but
If the bolt fell out every single time, you would think by the 8th time.
I guess I was just asking for it at that point.
I feel like those were a classic at like county and state fairs,
and they should be banned.
Yeah, and if you go the big person or just an asshole of a person, they can flip that cage you're in. They flip it. They can rock it and flip it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just spinning. Well, because it'll hold you up in the air, and they can spin it if you put enough force into it.
It's a horrendous ride.
It's terrible.
But I always loved the zipper. That's probably the main ride I've ridden the most in my entire life was the zipper.
The zipper. Once when I was a kid, I rode the Tom's Twister. Again, I can't spin around. This is a ride where it spins around so
that was
fast.
awesome.
They drop the floor, and because you're going so fast, you stay on the wall because the force keeps you there because it's going.
Centrifugal.
Yeah, and then they bring the floor back up, and I'll tell you what, I was like nauseous. I had no color left in me. Right across from there was the dolphin show, which was getting ready to start. I stumbled through there. Parents and everybody leave me, and I sat through the whole dolphin show, and then I sat through the cleanup, the breakdown of the dolphin show, and then like an hour and a half later, they started another. I sat through the second one. Then I was finally, after 2 dolphin shows, ready to go take on Six Flags again. Head over the log flume. That was it.
I think that the circle, like I can't do the circle one too much, but the up and down circle I could do.
Yeah.
I guess like there's just the force on my brain was like better.
Yeah.
Like the circle.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference.
It very is different. Yeah.
Yeah. That I couldn't do the circle ones. Just
Catch the dolphin show.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
I
don't think they even do those anymore, but
have you guys ever hurled on a
No, thankfully no. But
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Not on the ride, but right after the ride, I walked out. I rode the mine train at Six Flags.
Yeah.
It's a wooden roller coaster, and it's lame. And I got off after riding it twice in a row. I took the nausea after the first time to be like excitement. So then I rode it again, and I got off, and I didn't even make it to the trash can. And I think it was right in front of an employee of the park with one of those brooms and scoop stations. And I just it was like all hot dog. Right.
Oh, God.
I cannot do roller coasters. I cannot do the up and down.
No. Terrible.
So,
My favorite is the Momo the Monster, where you're spinning.
No.
And then you're
you can't do that.
spinning.
No,
I
Momo.
don't like spinning. I'm going to throw up if we spin a lot. Can't do it.
What's your favorite, McNew?
So I grew up going to Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. It's the closest park to us. But the Beast, it's an old wooden coaster. I think it's been there since the 70s. But I loved it as a kid. It's very rough because it's wooden. Fun as a kid because it jerks you around. You think it's the best time. But since I grew up and have boobs now, it's very uncomfortable. And I feel bruised. I'm like bruising my whole face and upper chest. It's not fun now. I don't really like roller coasters as an adult because they're that rough. And then if it's one of those shoulder harnesses, it doesn't fit me right. It's a problem.
So you have to hold it down and
people
hope that you
think
don't
Chris
fly
is
out.
beating McNew, but it's just
Right.
her tits.
Or
hitting her
It's just
face.
her boobs on the rides. Yeah.
It's
I was
very
at like Kings
uncomfortable as an
Island. He didn't do this. Oh.
Yeah.
Those
I
roller
don't
coasters
like
just
the
had the
other
bar that came down on your lap.
Yeah, so that thing just might not fun for me either. But the Viking ship is cool. I like the Viking ship because there's nothing that straps you in. It's just centrifugal force that holds you in. That's fine.
And that just swings back and forth.
Yeah, I like the Viking
You
ship.
like that
That's
one?
fine.
Okay. All right. The Buccaneer. And
Anything else, I'm
Yeah.
getting bruised and very uncomfortable. So
okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's our favorite amusement park. I don't know whether this will fit in. I don't know if there's rides at this coming Bourbon Park that we're talking about. Maybe. We'll see. Kathy's the leader on this one. We'll see what she comes up with. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking, what would a bourbon amusement park look like?
Yes, we are. Kathy, what are you thinking with this thing? What could be some of the things?
So our bourbon park has separate areas.
Okay.
We have the Heritage Park.
Okay.
So it has the Heritage brands where you can run with the buffaloes trace. So they put some buffaloes in an arena and people can I know they're kind of lazy, but you get in there and maybe poke them and you can run around with
once they get running, those are big animals.
Buffalo?
Real buffalo. Okay.
Yeah, real buffaloes. It's like
ever
running with
mean.
the bulls, but with buffaloes.
Have you ever hung
They're
out with
mean.
buffalo? Do you realize how
They're
many
mean.
people get gored to death in Yellowstone every
I
year
feel like
from
people are
people
gonna get
going too close to
trampled.
buffalo?
But people run with the bulls in Spain every year. We can do this.
Okay.
Don't worry about the liability. This is
All right.
They sign, I
gonna work.
guess you're signing a
It
waiver.
sounds fun.
Had alcohol, everything's fine.
there's a roller coaster called the Laser Jim Beam. So like the laser beam.
Oh, okay. I like that.
There's X Makers Marks the Spot Hedge Maze.
Oh.
Mm.
And then Woodford Reserve has a whole lumberjack area.
Oh.
So you can log roll, you can cut logs, you can do a log flume.
Okay.
Steve would enjoy that area.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a moonshiners area. It's like
Moonshiners Hollow. Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's moonshiners instead of pirates.
Okay.
Because they're
Okay.
kind of like pirates, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Allocation Alley, which is all of the games that you can never win.
Okay. We're going to spend a lot of money there.
This is good.
Allocation Alley.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
that's
as
in the
far as I got.
That's in Heritage World. Is there a
Yeah,
craft world or
What's
anything?
going on in the
So we
craft
have to
world?
work on Craft World.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, Second Sights is over there, so you're seeing like cool
Circus stuff.
bearded
Oh, that's
women
good.
and
Bearded
like
women.
all the
Oh.
weird things.
Like an Elephant Man.
Yeah,
Oh.
over at the
People
Second
that
Sights.
eat light bulbs.
Well, if you go to the distillery, they have the mustache ride thing. They could bring that into the bourbon.
They do have a
News.
mustache ride.
Yeah.
Bring that up for sure.
Yeah.
I'd
So
say the Neely
I-
family one, you're shooting guns.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes. And
I
fire
like a
throwers.
I like a lazy river. So, but I get bored because I always want to drink in my hand. But I think the lazy river can travel, make the amusement park look like America. And then you travel to Kentucky, Indiana, Colorado, all the places that have craft distilleries. And maybe that's Craft World. The lazy river takes you. And you get
Okay.
to drink at
This
every
is good,
place.
but in Bourbon
Along the way.
World, you can have a cocktail on the lazy river.
Okay. Yeah. I
Because
think
we're
that's
all
good.
over 21.
They can even serve you on the river. You don't even have to get out. They're just like,
They're swim up bars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got one too.
exactly it.
In Craft World, Miss Beka Sue's petting zoo, because you know how she likes all these crazy animals. There's possums and stuff. Like, oh, here you go. Here's a crow, Dr. James Crow. All the crazy shit she likes. The big turtle. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was going to say that there would be an at the MB Roland spot, you'd have to like do the log, like where you like run on the log,
Yeah.
where you're like running on top of a log.
Yes.
Be rolling.
Roland.
Roland.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. I feel like there should be good restaurants too, not just the usual like amusement park food. There should be some good places to eat because
fine dining.
fine dining because bourbon pairs well with
You
food.
mean barbecue
cool.
pit.
Yeah, you could
Could
definitely
we
barbecue.
invite
pits.
859 to open up a restaurant in
I
our
think
Bourbon
we
World?
need an 859 location.
859 will be in there for sure.
And the Bourbon's Bistro. He can open a second
Bourbon's
location.
Bistro, yeah.
With
We'll
a
have a
little more
small
high-end.
ABV barrel shop. Jim will have to work that.
What kind of a hat would you have? You know, like down at Disney World, you've got the mouse
Oh, yeah.
ears. So
Right.
like, do you have like just a bottle? Like it looks like a bottle sticking out of like the side of your head. Are you only wearing like Kentucky Derby hats when you're there?
Maybe bourbon barrel bucket hats.
Maybe you get like
A cocktail glass? Like rocks glass?
maybe you get like a rocks glass and a Glencairn, and you just
Oh,
do like
you
mouse
get
ears
two.
in that way.
You get two with straws,
With
like
straws.
on the baseball cap.
Oh my!
We're gonna head. Yeah, exactly that. Yep. This is how it's gonna work. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I like it.
And you know how they do at some things, guess your weight. Here they guess your intoxication level. Yeah, what do you think you're going to blow? The guy's like, you win a prize if you fool him. He's like, I think you're going to come in at a 0.07, and then you blow in there, and you're like, it's jokes on you. I'm 0.12.
Yeah.
I have a story
I
about
think
that someday.
We absolutely have to have lodging on site, but lodging.
Oh, of course, yes.
You can have like a private, secluded cabin if you just want to like get drunk and pass out and not deal with people, or we can have like a whole.
Maybe that's
dorm room
mandatory. You
situation,
have
like
to-
a hostel, but we don't get murdered.
Hostile.
But like you bunk bed with people that
I
wanna
think
stay
just
drink all
hammocks.
night.
Hammocks.
Hammocks.
I don't want to bunk bed with anyone because there's
I
way too
don't
many
want
bed
a hammock.
pissers out there.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Hammocks.
But okay, well you don't bunk them with strangers. You just like book them with your
Why
friends.
can't we
and,
have a conventional hotel, McNew? I want to stay at a
We,
regular
We
we
can
can
bunk
absolutely
beds or
have a
hammocks.
hotel too, but sometimes
I feel like that should be in the ticket price because it's like, hey, can't drink and drive. If you're coming to the Bourbon
Here-
Amusement Park,
here's a
it's a
room
commitment
for
that
you.
you go,
Oh.
you have fun, and then you have to spend the night.
There's another
and-
fun ride is see how in a safe environment, or you could have
How
like
far you can drive.
how far you can walk.
bumper cars.
Bumper cars.
See if you can make it through the bumper car course
Okay.
when after you've gone and seen the guy that guesses your blood alcohol limit, and then see if you can make it through the
Yes.
bumper course without hitting anything.
And the people working the rides are dressed like highway
Like
patrol.
police.
Yeah.
And I think that we should
They
have
make you do the whole stop. Okay, now touch your nose. Now touch your nose with the other hand. Touch your nose. Now look up, look down.
No, I think we should have traffic cones scattered around the park
Of course. Of
that
course.
are numbered.
Just traffic cones.
that are numbered. And
Is
you
this a
can
game?
keep them, you can move them. You can't steal them. You can move them, but they're
can
all
move them.
numbered or a different color. And you get like a map, and you're like, I found number 1, or I found the purple one. Well, it can be like a scavenger hunt.
For traffic
I
cones.
like
So this is
this.
the ultimate for McNew. You have traffic cones. Yeah.
I know, right?
How exciting is this? They've got traffic cones for you.
I'm here for it. That's why I'm coming.
Yeah.
You know, over in like Allocation Alley, that's where like you've got all those pappies, and like you're doing the ring toss with the pappies, like trying to win
Oh, yeah.
them.
But you'll never win.
No,
You'll
you
never
can't
win. Now you'll
You
have like
shoot
the one.
gun that has the sight off
Yep.
center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allocation alley.
Allocation
It's a
alley.
horrible place to go.
Yeah.
That's where you go with. That's where dreams die.
Yeah.
No,
That's
so
where you go to try to win prizes that you'll never get.
Yes. Yeah. I like it. I like this. I think we've got onto something here. We're just gonna throw that out there to the world. You've heard all these great ideas. Now take it and run with it. And we'll come and we'll hang out. So that'll be good. So I think someone's gonna do this and use this as the model to create the ultimate bourbon amusement park somewhere in Kentucky. So coming soon, folks. That's all we'll say. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at KKCaskStrength.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew, ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Anything else to say before we get out of here, McNew?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Farnance, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.